All right, guys, so here's the scoop. This was a 34-inch splitting axe handle. I got home from work early one day. I wanted to do a quick project, so I thought as an Axeperiment, I would cut a kerf in what was left of this swell and try to spread it open. I had seen Simon do this at Woodland Bushcraft UK before, but I had some problems, and I'll show you what happens and how I fix it. I have no idea of what's going to happen here. This could split off. I doubt it. I know a lot of people are going to be concerned that it's going to split right up here. And there might be some merit in that thinking if the grain was running perfectly straight, but it's not. It's running at a 45 this way. So I don't think that's going to happen. Man, am I about to eat those words. Let's just go for it and see what happens. Okay, oh, it did. It split. Shit. So, suspicions were correct. That did not happen to Simon. That makes sense. I mean, you're essentially using a wooden wedge there. Yep. You see that? And you're essentially splitting with a wedge. So, it makes sense that would happen. It did not happen to Simon. All right, so after giving it a little thought here, I thought, why not do a little Axeperiment, as it were? I got a few different size poplar dowels here. I think this guy is a little too big, don't you? So let's go ahead and use one or two of these, maybe three different sizes here, and see how long this will hold up. Let's go right through there. Looks good to me, huh? Hey, bit down, bit down. I better use the exterior glue. I didn't realize I had interior. There is a difference. One is meant to hold up to the elements. Not that this is really going to be in the elements, but you know what I mean. All right, in we go. Don't you want to go to your home? Tappy tap tap. All right, that's in there. Reaming out. And again. All right. I said we put two more small ones right there. All right, look at that, guys. That looks like some kind of crazy instrument, doesn't it? Silly mood. 3/4 of an inch ought to be enough. I think I'm going to put a few of these headless pins in there, just for the hell of it. If you guys have never seen one of these headless pin guns, they are fantastic for finish woodworking. I don't use it much, but when I need it, nothing else will do. And this little Senko is fantastic. Didn't come out. Coping saws suck. I hate using them. We used to have to use them to cope a baseboard at work, but now we just back cut it on a chop saw and then use a flat disc to carve it out. So much more convenient when you need to cope. A lot of times with paint grade trim, you don't even need to bother. Just cut 245s and call it good. Do your best and caulk the rest. Little caulk and paint will make a carpenter what he ain't. All right, guys, just a few notes here. I was doing this just for practical purposes, but if you were concerned at all with aesthetics, I would recommend paying more attention to lining up and spacing these holes correctly and in orienting the grain the correct way. That would make it look a lot better. Should probably do it one more time, but it's a beater axe. I don't think I'm gonna. I'm actually gonna spray paint the handle here just so that it's easy to see when I throw it down in the grass. And some people said on the last build I did, where I laminated a swell on, that they were worried that this would give you blisters. I usually wear gloves whenever I'm chopping, so that's not going to be an issue anyway, and I doubt that would happen to begin with outside of normal wear and tear on your hands. But I use oil paint. I use oil paint because it bonds to everything better, but linseed oil is one of the main chemicals in oil-based paint. So if you're going to paint your handles, you should probably use oil-based paint for a host of reasons, but also because linseed oil is one of the main ingredients. You know what? I changed my mind on the paint. I kind of like just exposing the crimes there. Just going to take a crosscut saw here and basically put some hash marks on this. Just like that. Maybe one more time, maybe. Can get a little bit slick when you have gloves on and it's wet, so that's one way I like to do that on my hammers. Just need a little dab there. Kind of looks neat, doesn't it? That's why I decided not to paint it. I just thought that would look cool with that dark poplar. Pretty cool. Alright guys, so that's it for this Axeperiment. Turned out pretty nice actually. Not what I was planning. I want to say that Simon told me you're supposed to clamp this first. I wish I knew that before, buddy. But made it an interesting experiment nonetheless. So hope you guys like that one. I will get out and bash this around, but I have no doubts that this is going to hold up probably forever, if not a long time. The next thing I have planned is to use some of those Italian and German axes that the subscriber sent to me. I still can't believe you sent all those, but you did, and I'm going to get to them one by one. As soon as the weather breaks here, I'll get back out in the woods and do some real chopping. Have a few more exterior paints I got to get wrapped up before the season breaks, and I got to get my house ready for winter. But for now, you guys get a couple of axe builds. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see ya.